Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alex, and it's a great honour and pleasure to stand here as father of the bride. On behalf of myself, my wife Michelle as mother of the bride, and Jake's parents, Linda and Dennis, we welcome you all here today as we celebrate the joyful marriage of our only daughter Carina and Jake. You are all here as families and friends because each of you have played your part in enriching their lives with love, friendship and support, for which we thank you. When Carina was born, the midwife told us she was a boy. Of course, we were very happy with that, a second son, after Elliot, our firstborn. But then they came back soon after to tell us, in fact, we had a daughter. In those first few moments, as I held her in my arms, and ever since, I have come to know the breadth and depth of a father's love for his daughter, which is utterly overwhelming. Carina was quite an easy youngster, often happy following her big brother Elliot around like a shadow. Growing up, we watched her evolve from being a somewhat disorganized teenager with more clothes on the floor of her bedroom than in a wardrobe. It is said that parenting is the art of letting go. As we let go of you today as Miss Carina Herbert, we embrace and celebrate you becoming Mrs. Carina Jenkins. As you start a new phase of your life, we could not be more happy for you. Know that you will always be our daughter and have a special place in our hearts. Our love and support for you endures. That will never, ever change. I remember a day just over a year ago when you paid me a great honour. Weeks before you popped the question of asking me for Carina's hand in marriage. You knew that doing this was important to Carina, and I took it as a sign of respect to her and to me, and I sincerely thank you for doing that. Today I have given Carina away to you, which I assure you is not easy. You have made a lifelong commitment to her, and you are now the most important man in her life. The person most central to her long-term happiness. Life is not a straight line, but with you as Carina's husband, you will be there for her, through life's ups and downs and zigzags, knowing that you are a good man who loves and cares deeply for her is of great comfort to us. To Jake's parents, Linda and Dennis, Jake is a great credit to you both, and we thank you for welcoming Carina into your family. I propose a toast to Carina and Jake for a long and happy life together as husband and wife. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please be upstanding and raise your glasses. To the bride and groom. Bride and groom.
Standing up on our own for the things we know. Raise a voice, hear it echo. Raise a voice, hear it echo. We know where we come from, we know where we've been. Takes a whole lot of broken hearts to change everything. Coming so far to be here again. But there's a new song singing, can't you hear it? Would you be the last benevolent mouthpiece? Heaven knows we need you now. Would you be the most beautiful consequence of a world that's coming down? Would you be the last benevolent mouthpiece? Heaven knows we need you now. Would you be the most beautiful consequence of a world that's coming down? Standing up on our own for the things we know. Raise a voice, hear it echo.
Carina, I give you this ring
As a sign of our marriage
as a sign of our marriage
and as a symbol
and as a symbol
of my love
of my love
and my commitment.
and my commitment.
Just make sure that it's safe.
Yep, it's safe.
So, Harry, can you have the ring, sweet? That's lovely. Harry and Harry, please do take the seat. So, Carina, again after me. Jake, I give you this ring
Jake, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage
as a sign of our marriage
and as a symbol
and as a symbol
of my love
of my love
and my commitment.
and my commitment.
Lovely, just make sure.
Jake is the exact friend you'd want in life. He's honest, caring, and will always push you to do better, and never one to get jealous. Although there's one time I can think back to, when we was 14 years old, we went down to Brighton and a waitress spilt wine on my steplad's crotch. In her flustered state, she tried to clean up and ended up rubbing a napkin all over him. It wouldn't have surprised me if Jake spilled water on himself there and then. So when we went on Jake's stag do, and he managed to get 18 hours of sleep on the first day, I couldn't have been more jealous. But he could have never handled 2 pints, so pace yourself today, mate. When Jake first introduced me to Carina, we got on instantly. Being able to take the mick out of each other and have a proper laugh, I feel like over the years, you've become a close friend of mine, and I'm so happy that the two of you are here today. I couldn't think of anyone better to marry my best friend. So finally, all that remains for me to do is wish you a happy and long life together. I wish you all the luck in the world, and I love you both. Cheers, mate. I love you.
As best men, it's our job to tell the story of our life with Jake, as which Daubs has just done brilliantly. Like Daubs, I've been best mates with Jake since our school days. and I have no doubt that all of you in this room have shared fantastic moments with Jake, all the way from when he was a bald baby right up to the bald man we know and love today. So I'll start at the beginning. Jake and I, like Jake and Daubs, met properly in Year 9 art class. We sat next to each other and didn't really say much at all. And a guy called Jack was sitting on the desk in front of us and got up to go and get something. We looked at each other and smirked, and without saying a word, we knew what the other was thinking, which turns out to be a common theme throughout this speech. One of us grabbed a permanent marker, leant over his desk, and in an attempt to break the ice, we drew a huge willy on his desk. Jack came back flustered, the teacher was furious, and obviously we gave it away with the immature laughter that we still have to this day. Apparently, that's all it takes to spark a friendship, and we've been best mates ever since. My earliest memories of realising that I really liked motors too was when I saw Den, Jake's father, going sideways in his 100e Anglia, pulling into the road where they live. So what choice did Jake have? However, although Jake still loves his cars to this day, it didn't stop his car ownership from being a bit checkered. His first car was a light blue Fiat Punto, and for some reason not long after Jake and Carina met, he got himself a proper motor, a Honda Civic, which undoubtedly played a part in Carina sticking around. Jake was having a tough day one day, so I tried to cheer him up. I sat in that car outside my house, in his car outside my house, and paid for a premium Tinder subscription. For Jake, not me. Which gave him unlimited swipes. I think it was about £6, and I'm pretty sure that was when he matched with Carina. So you could say I'm a bit of a 21st century Cupid. We went away on our first boys' holiday shortly after they'd met, and Jake spoke about Carina often. He and I also shared a bed that holiday, and a few nights he got a bit too close, muttering Carina's name in his sleep. So I had to shut that down immediately. I was introduced to Carina later that year, and I knew Jake was on to a winner. I couldn't have wished for a better person to marry my best mate. Carina, you bring the best out in Jake every single day, and along your beautiful journey together, I've been lucky enough to gain another best friend. You've both been there for me through thick and thin, and no two people are more deserving of a life of happiness than you two. I could go on for days telling embarrassing stories about Jake and me in most cases, so come and find me after a few drinks and I'll tell you the really bad ones. Instead, Daubs and I will finish by saying thank you all for coming today and listening so patiently to the pair of us. Jake and Carina, you both look $1 million, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your special day.
Can we ask you all to raise a glass for the happy couple, the new Mr. and Mrs. Jenkins? Yay!
Now I'm going to pre-warn you all that I'm probably going to get emotional at times throughout this speech, because for some reason, speeches, weddings and dogs make me cry every single time without fail. But I want to start my speech with some thank yous, starting with my now father-in-law Alex. Alex, I have to say, what a wholesome and amazing speech that was. Those are words and memories myself and Carina will cherish forever. I know a lot of time, effort and reminiscing has gone into that speech, so thank you so much. I'd also like to thank every single one of you for coming today. I know I speak for both of us when I say we've had an amazing day so far. We feel very lucky and honoured to have you all here with us today. I know some of you had long journeys which have required a lot of effort to join us, and we are so grateful to have you here. Firstly, I just want to say what incredible speeches from both of you. I know a lot of time and effort has gone into them speeches, and for Daubs, if it's anything like he's texting, a lot of autocorrect has also gone into that speech. And for P, knowing him, he's probably ironed the creases out of his speech and sprayed it with some sort of luxury fragrance. All jokes aside, you two are my best friends. And you know what's really confirmed that for me recently in the last 6 months is you know you have good friends when they pick you such an unreal outfit to wear on your stag do. I mean, how did you both know Carina would just love it so much? She actually says quite regularly that the bright red, extremely tight Speedos really brings out my eyes. Alex and Michelle, my second parents. I want to start off by saying what truly amazing people and parents you both are. From the very first time I met you, you've both welcomed me into your beautiful family with such love, warmth and kindness. You have both raised a beautiful daughter inside and out, who has become not only the love of my life, but now my wife. Every day I'm reminded by Carina's wonderful traits, and that a lot of them traits come from the two of you. Your support and guidance have shaped her into the incredible woman she is today, and for that I will always be grateful. Carina, I stand here today with a heart full of love and gratitude. I can't quite express how lucky I am to be marrying you. From the moment we met, I knew there was something special about you. Your smile, your laughter and your heart. There's no one else I'd rather go through life with. You make me a better person every day, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life learning, growing and loving with you.
To my beautiful mum, I'm so proud to be your daughter. You are the most selfless person I've ever met, and I'm in awe of you every day of my life. I always thought that there might become a day where I'd be all grown up and might not need you as much. And while it's true that I'm all grown up with a life of my own, I could not have been more wrong to think that my need for you would become less. After all these years, I still need you now as much as ever. There's no cure you cannot heal, no bad days you cannot make better. Without saying a word, you still know when something's not right, and you know that I just need to hear, it's going to be okay, one step at a time. We may live in separate houses, but you'll always be my home. No matter what life in store, there will never be a day where I don't need you, Mum. I'll never slip through your fingers. I knew that today I'd be walking towards the end of that aisle. I was about to experience what would simultaneously be the hardest and easiest moment of my life. On one side, my handsome husband, everything that represents our future together. And on the other side was the arm that I have clutched onto since the day I was born, the most amazing man in my life, who has guided me to this day. I will treasure that moment forever. I will always need your warm embrace, that reassuring smile every time I see you, and the words of encouragement and the infinite belief that you put into us that we can do anything we set our minds to. You are every daughter's dream dad, the best role model, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'll always be your little girl. When I was writing this speech and I got to this part, I thought, what do you say to the person who has given you everything you ever dreamed of? People say that everything happens for a reason, and I'm so glad that everything led me to you. I never thought I'd be stood here today, married to the man of my dreams and my best friend. There was something in my heart back in February 2018 that I knew it was you. Maybe it was your contagious giggle, or how you carried yourself with such openness, kindness and honesty. All I knew that I was ready to take the risk in opening my heart to you. As the years have gone on, we've accomplished so much in our relationship. 3 new jobs, navigating lockdown, promotion, buying our first home, many haircuts. Obviously getting engaged and planning a wedding, and for you, the best part of all, marrying me. Thank you for always supporting me, always championing me and making me feel like I can take on the world, including dragging me up Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh after I'd had a strop. I love how endlessly talented and creative you are. You never fail to amaze me daily. I cannot believe I get to be yours forever, and it's such a privilege to be loved by you. You are my safety, my world, and my favourite place to be. Loving you is easy in a world that is hard, and quite simply, you are the joy in my heart, the laughter in my voice, and the smile on my face. You're my favourite thing about my life, and I count my lucky stars every day that you are mine, and now I'm your wife. let's all raise a glass to me and my husband. Let's party!
Drifting, and the day starts coming. Coloring, wandering, eyes, our minds are running. Shifting, in the garden humming, and the roots are tangling. Our hearts are butterflies. I'm 7 miles high. Up here I don't get tired. Climb up here and you'll see all that lovers never die. I'm 7 miles high. Finally learned to fly. Forever on my mind, because lovers never die. Ooh, 7 miles high. Up here I don't get tired. Up here I don't get tired. Finally learned to fly. Forever on my mind, because lovers never die. Sipping in the evening, blooming, slipping into currents, why carrying our courage, dripping all the nights we've fallen, the ink we write our lives with, like moths to the light. I'm 7 miles high. Up here I don't get tired. Climb up here and you see all that lovers never die. I'm 7 miles high. Finally learned to fly. Forever on my mind, because lovers never die. Ooh, 7 miles high. Up here I don't get tired. Up here I don't get tired. Finally learned to fly. Forever on my mind, because lovers never die. Lovers never die. Lovers never die. Lovers never, lovers never, lovers you and I. Lovers never die. Lovers never die. Forever on my mind, because lovers never die. Drifting, and the day starts coming. Coloring, wandering, eyes, our minds are running. Shifting, in the garden humming, and the roots are tangling. Our hearts are butterflies. I'm 7 miles high. Up here I don't get tired. Climb up here and you'll see all that lovers never die. I'm 7 miles high. Finally learned to fly. Forever on my mind, because lovers never die. Ooh, 7 miles high. Up here I don't get tired. Up here I don't get tired. Finally learned to fly. Forever on my mind, because lovers never die. Sipping in the evening, blooming, slipping into currents, why carrying our courage, dripping all the nights we've fallen, the ink we write our lives with, like moths to the light.